How's it North Muskham Level Crossing in Nottinghamshire with Fabe? And Adam then. Right, time's 11:07, Saturday 7th November, we wait for you 10:56, 1 hour for 22 trains goes to us from Leeds to London King's Cross. It has. We're going to cross there, but I just saw I was approached, just like at Saxelby. It's not as bad, it's just wind now. None of these banged for the record. Except that one there's in the floor. Look at that piece of skirt just out Brayford. Hey! Oh yeah, can't see Bartley. Yeah, that signal agreement when Bartley's down. Bartley. Where is it? Right, 4 off Carlton. Station level crossing in Nottinghamshire. Right, yellow. Bartley's down. Yeah. Let's get a picture of this sign in case I decide to met this place.
This window's just cheap.
You're cheap. That's a valid point, actually.
Shane.
It's actually Norwell Lane.
In Nottinghamshire. Oh, Joe and his emphasis.
Yeah. Wow, it wasn't.
Nottinghamshire. I think it's Abigail. Right, South Muskham's down there. She's down. Oh, bloody hell, it's back again. Look at the lights. Why did we choose today of all days? Why couldn't we choose tomorrow? I'm not being sarcastic. Why don't we choose tomorrow?
We're slightly louder because he's
coming down a bit, but I have a feeling it's coming from that cloud there.
Yeah, it is. So the further we go Doncaster way, the more we're fine. Should say Retford away to be more practically correct.
We might,
Correct.
if we keep going,
What
we might get it.
11:09. The train's to 10:56.
Anyway, the time.
Do you think we should do Retford Station?
56. Hey.
If we have time, Retford Station.
I'll just notice that barrier like there. Adam, look at the second one on that barrier.
It's really bad.
It's
And
dead.
so is the last one.
It's dead as a doornail.
And this is for your 10.
Hey,
9:55.
who's this way?
Get the 9:55 bit. At Baffley.
Dunno.
Andrew, point to me which one it is.
It's all the same stuff.
Your
The 10:56 one.
10:56. 2
1 Alpha 22, love. Virgin Trains East Coast. 82? Oh, Shane. This will be an up they go and down they go, quite literally. '82 to 11! 91, 105 to King's Cross, and
If we pray for that, I'm probably
up they stay.
there it stays. This is for your 11:01.
This will be for your 11:11, 1 Sierra 11 from King's Cross to Aberdeen. I'm not even kidding you.
11:01.
It's 11:11 now. Wait for your 11:11, 1 Sierra 11 from King's Cross to Aberdeen. 11. Bloody hell. Where is it?
At least I've got short hair.
Let me just check. Yeah, it would be.
Is that Andrew? Is that the one that's gonna go by now? Because that's just packed.
Refresh your page. You need to find the 11:11. Yeah, it's just at Newark.
It might be on
That's
the
dead.
other page.
Whatever,
That's dead.
whatever growed in there.
Growed.
Grew.
Grew. English.
I want to get another video here because the first. This
Don't die on me.
Yeah, don't die.
I'm talking about my battery either. I'm talking about my personal assistant. My PA. My PG tips.
It says 11:01.
My tea bag. That sounds rude.
With the monkey.
Is this hail? This is hail.
Feck, I hate hailstones.
It's hail.
Because they hurt.
Wear a bloody crash helmet then. This will be R2 here as well.
It's hailstones.
This will be R2 here as well. They just dual past the South Muskham. Both dual past the Church Lane South Muskham.
Why is it Hailstone?
Because it's Storm Abigail. And if you look, those cameras are really, really low down. They've got a massive pole and they're really low. Surprised if they spot us. Well, you can have one, and Met do. East Coast service from King's Cross to Aberdeen. Don't call it Virgin Trains unless you don't like London Euston. Joe Thorpe. Adam at Bray, Golden Minecart. Ah! I put it right in my eyeballs. This is Hale. This is Hale Abigail. This is going to toot at you as well because there's a foot crossing just up there.
You are
43 to 74! And to 209. What? 299? Up they go.
Yes, off to Aberdeen on the
Aberdeen. And we thank you guys.
Here we are back at North Muskham.
As it's North Muskham level crossing in Nottinghamshire with Faith, Shane and Adam. Right, time is 11:15. You wait for your 11:30. Monaco, 6 from Glasgow, Central to London, King's Cross.
Glasgow, London, and probably something else. And here comes the weather again.
That's Abigail. Yep.
According to the cloud, the end is over by Baffley.
I'm not going back up. Buffalo's still up.
But the end is I think we're coming out of the storm. If you look at the clouds, I think we're coming out of Storm Abigail.
Yeah, Buffalo's just gone down. Bath! You need a bath. Let's just say that Joe needs a bath.
The rain is stopping.
Rain, Joe goes down Bathley because he needs a bath. Lee. There we go. If you couldn't hear over the wind, it's 106 from Glasgow.
This storm is making my battery on my iPhone die.
Yeah, I know. I ain't even put these things on charge yet. She says. 3 bags full says. Yeah, we're going up after this, so we'll reveal the moosh to the next one, which I think is Cromwell Lane, isn't it, Adam, next?
No. Or is it? It's either Carlton-on-Trent or Cromwell.
Cromwell. We can invade Joe's caravan.
Really?
Has he left his caravan at the caravan site?
I think so.
Normally.
Yay! We can smash his caravan one. That's got me ideas. I want to do the ideas.
It's definitely being stuck into one whole video.
Yeah. Oh,
When?
why?
How?
How
Well,
is it still existing?
Will Scriven.
Yay! Andrew just pulled this what the hell is happening face.
I pooed.
Please stop.
For those interested, you got Norwell Lane SK791596.
For now. And we all look like we've been to a swimming pool.
You have.
Yeah, you were a minute ago back there, you were like, I'm a swimming pool. Yodel. Right, we know it's a yodel and we know it's Clifford and Snell.
Clifford, is that really Clifford and Smell?
Snell.
Smell.
Clifford and S-N-E-L-L.
Smell.
Snell.
Smell.
Look at
Stink.
There's some weird shit from the
Some what?
sugar beet factory.
Weird shit.
Coming from the sugar beet factory.
Yeah, some weird shit.
Excuse the French there.
Merci beaucoup.
It's
Andrew,
English.
look. That is completely bent.
It's Spanish. Yeah, you see, you could literally take that off and run off with it. That's an idea, Joe thought. If you want to nick out from across the nick of barrier lights.
Yeah.
Except it won't work for your
you tried-
circuits.
Like you tried to nick some off Ely, that's why the
Yeah.
lights won't work.
I have permission to take that plate off of G&T.
Yeah. Joe didn't. Joe was just like, oh, I'll try vandalise Ely level.
Oh, I'll take it. Already?
Let's just put that on my back.
Want to get a quick picture?
I think
got back home. Yep, 82. I'm going to stick this side, sod it. There's a car there, so I'm not going to go over there.
It's 82 to
231! 91, 129! And up they go. Thank you. That's the worst barrier I've ever heard. Okay, bear with. The time note is 15:58 on Friday the 24th of February 2017. Do it for your 16:05, $1.73, Grand Central service from at London King's Cross to Bradford Interchange. And tell you why this is whining, because the tube that's supposed to go in the backlight is down there and not attached to anything. That's why it's basically grinding so much against whatever it's making that stupid noise. And I come back to where I stood back here onto the pebbles, because there's quite a good view. This whole session here is requested by Adam Richardson today. I don't even think he's been here since we were all caught in Storm Abigail a couple of years back. Yesterday was Doris, so I decided I was Aston Lincoln. You can see down to Bathley perfectly. I couldn't just make out the signal box. And the preceding signal next to me, looking towards Cromwell's, currently on caution. The view's good, but really quite poor quality location. Okay, train's just past Newark, right. So that signal should say that Cromwell's down. Yeah, it's just gone to green. Should say it's gone to proceed. Where's the train after this? Years back, only just near Retford. This train's just past the flat crossing to approach Church Lane. As you'll see in the intro, whenever I start to try and fit it in, this crossing is also one of the ones that aren't named correctly to what the street is. It's on Vicarage Lane. They're calling the crossing the street name where Cromwell is. So that makes no sense. They're calling it Norwell, and it's down Vicarage. Who was part of the naming team, for goodness sake? Oh, I'm going to call the child Gilbert. I'm going to write it as Giblet. Don't think that makes sense either. Giblet, Gilbert. No, it doesn't. 'Cause then you're missing out the R. Here it is. James over here at 112. Okay, time now is 16:05. With your 1606 on offer 37 version trains East Coast serves from London King's Cross, from Leeds to London King's Cross, beg my pardon. Not much still on the road there, because there's something in that bit of grass there that I'm sinking into. I don't know what. So I don't want to stand in that bit of grass, I'd rather stand on the road. I think for the clips I'll just stick across to the side next to that little shed. Reports yesterday of a caravan in the line, or a tree at Collingham. Someone can't differ between a caravan and a tree. Which is it? One or the other. They didn't say both. You might also wait for your 1614 Sierra 22 from London King's Cross to Stirling. Yes. Already past the flat crossing. With yesterday's delays, these didn't run at all. These were totally capped from the start. Storm Doris just So that's why you got another video from Lincoln, mostly full of announcements. That's all there was to get, was announcements. In the, I think, 3 trains that we got, announcements was the only thing we could actually get. From 3:30 I was there. I should have got over about 5 or 6 trains, not just 3. Probably more actually. But that's what happens. With Doris, we can't differ between a tree and a caravan, nor whether we're going to run trains or not. Okay, who's first? I got a good little view this way, except for all those little pylons in the way. And there I can see good that the pylons round to Barthley. This is also controlled from Carlton, which I've been in. I hear the HST coming round now. And 08, the Island Chieftain. .220 117 West Riding. Dear me, time now is 16:13. Wait for your 16:14, when I chose 16 from Edinburgh Waverley to London King's Cross. Also a thing to note, the old motor's completely naff, and that light's still falling off from previously when I was last there during Storm Abigail. Then this light's been chipped, so the plastic's come off. Okay, Barthley's down. There's the other train. Just leaving Claypole's control, okay. Basically give or take 4 minutes. I think this old barrier itself could do the replacement, but I think it's too old, too young even. The tax is 2005. The next train expected at Carlton, 2 crossings to the right of here, towards Doncaster, expected 19, 4 minutes. I'll start coming forward now. I think I can probably just see this train just down at Cromwell, which is where Norwell Lane is actually positioned. And 118. I can confirm we are staying for the second train. Well, we are. Cromwell ain't. So you also wait for your 16:20, 1 Delta 19 from London King's Cross to Leeds. Expected pass time 3 minutes for Carlton, so here in basically 2. Ooh, this grass stinks. It smells like Rand Farm. I haven't last had that smell since I was at South Scarl. Okay, still a caution signal on the repeater for Cromwell. Okay, great. Next train has just passed Newark Northgate and the flat crossing. Okay, seconds approaching. If you have been here since the yellow light, you have been waiting 4 minutes. Here we are, just coming around through Bartley now. Train 2 of 2. And 231. At this location, there is no sign with the correct name on it. This is not Norwell Lane. It is on Vicarage Lane. Although I think it is still Sierra Kilo 791596, East Coast Main on 123 mile 38 chains. There's that very shite sign that these days you find either behind the barriers or crinkled up somewhere. You got your wigwags there, which has probably been hit by a tractor or something coming past, because the road this side is tiny. Just wait for this vehicle here and I'll show you. You see how close he was to that wigwag there? Most vehicles here take the middle of the road, so you see if I'm coming through, I would even hit that myself. 368, 368, the 4th of July 2005. The whole front of this is knackered. Look, here's the hydraulic hose, I think anyway. That's completely broken off, which is basically wrapping all the wires around the back there awkwardly. Which is 1, making it go down slower than normal, and 2, make a horrible scraping noise. Okay, you've got strail crossing and strail rubber crossing plant and concrete floor. 0 anti-trespass. That sign says Norwell Lane crossing. 128 1, 2, 3, 3, 8. That way is towards Bartley. That way is towards Cromwell and Carlton. Danger, overhead live wires. Danger, overhead live wires. Don't trespass on the railway, penalty £1,000. There's a supply cubicle. No location information on it though. Not going to stand in this grass, as I said, it's got a sinking reason. There's some closure sign from 2015. Nothing scheduled by today's date because there's no signs here. There's the other trespass malarkey. This is not Norwell Lane, this is Vicarage Lane. Serial killer 791596, East Coast Mainline 12338. The other wigwag there. Oh, my pocket seems to be shaking around. Will we change alarm on the back there? Really old, really thin wires. 368. 368. The 4th of June 2005. Norwell Lane crossing 12338. I wonder if this barrier used to have those National Rail Systems Unipart arms. So I think this here might be the old bang plot, the old bang block. Makes sense. Up is the only direction you can go. It's got a bit of water down my sleeve somehow. It's horrible. There's that crap sign. Danger, overhead live wires. No trespass, penalty £1,000. Wigwag there. The road's diddy, puddles everywhere. This area here smells like Rand Farm Park. That area does as well. The other side there just got sinking grass. What I didn't show you is the alarm on this side is really dirty. But yeah, this whole alarm's completely knackered. Not up to me to fix. It's been like it for ages, I guess. If it's like that, it's been like it for a little while. Of course, it's the East Coast main line between Newark, Northgate and Retford. To the left, towards the CCTV mast and the signal box down the bottom, is Bartley and Newark. To the right, towards the two caution signals and the danger, is towards Cromwell and Carlton and Retford. Time now is 16:29. With your slightly delayed 16:27, 1 Alpha 95, Hull train service from Hull to London King's Cross. And as I won't be able to catch the number from back here, I'll head up and attempt. I shall do that now. It's not too far for Carlton, actually. Okay, Bartley's green, which basically means that Church Lane's also down. The only frame that's in good nick is the frame this side. We've seen across the other side. I think the hydraulic cord's been cut. That light is still falling off when it was previously here during Storm Abigail of I think it was January 15. And that whole motor box as well is just knackered, but as it's 2005, all it can do is have parts refitted. It can't be refitted itself. The old motor box is way too young. That Claypole's only just been done. I think it was 1996 on its previous barriers on the Smiths. I don't know. I did a video at Claypole the other day, but I've not bothered to upload it because again, it barely touches 7 minutes, and that's a bit short. And not very entertaining either. I think this train's vastly approaching. Yes. I'm fairly sure it's 1:13. Right, so thank you, we'll see you in the next video. It's got a lot worse over time. The time now is 11:47 on Thursday the 13th of April 2017. You wait for Carlton's 11:47, 1 Alpha 93, whole train service from Hull to London King's Cross. Okay, Bartley's done. Okay, the area near Grantham's starting to clog up, so I think there's a faulty train in the area. Yeah, after taking about 5 days off due to illness, I decided to come back. Schedule will be out next week. I was down to get the 950 at Cottam yesterday. I couldn't be bothered. I was that ill. For today's closures, next few I'll just stay on this side and then head off and get this lot out. In a moment or two. As Cromwell's probably still in the exact same state, so I'd not to bother popping down there. I think that was number 13. Time now is 11:54. for your delayed 11:39, 1 for 25 version trains East Coast service from Leeds to London King's Cross. Expected pass for Carlton 11:56. This train is approximately 18 minutes late. Okay, Barthley's down, just waiting on Church Lane. And clearance through the flat crossing. Actually, Barthley on double, Church will be down, but there will be no clearance through the flat. Yeah, the flat crossing looks to be quite busy. So at 12 is just approaching Newark after catching quite a big delay at Grantham, outside of the station, where the points are to platforms 2 and 4. Okay, flat crossing's been cleared. Currently, I've got precaution warning up at Ranskill again. In the area of Ranskill Crossing. Let me just pull up the Doncaster diagram. As you can tell here, throughout Ranskill, there's another warning of either a broken signal or suspicion that the wires might go down again. I'm going the latter. I would put a button of 2 videos in the week if I lose, but I don't think I can keep up with that anyways. But I can probably almost guarantee the wires at Ranskill will go down again before Sunday. And this is Thursday. It's got 3 days. 3 or 4 days to prove me wrong if you include today. I don't think it's all that easy either. Hey, what I noticed whilst I was waiting here for a train to pass before I started the main video, that light's now been chipped as well. So that one's chipped, that's falling off, and that's also been chipped. Well done. And I thought it was just the pipe on the barrier that's not working, that's come off. That pipe just there, I thought it was just that that's come off. Turns out this whole bloody arm could do with being attention, do with detention, well done, do with attention, there we go. Took some, do you think that light this side near me was chipped before? And no, I've not eaten it. Okay, we will be staying for what looks to be another train. I'm not sure if the next train stops at Newark though. We'll see if we go up. We'll see if 1 Sierra 12 London Edinburgh does call at Newark. In 9019, I think, driver Sam Mills. Like I say, at least it doesn't bang. Looks like 1 Sierra 12 does call at Newark, so now you wait for your starting date at 11:49. 1 Sierra 12 from London King's Cross to Edinburgh Waverley. Expected pass, well, for Carlton at 12:03. Arrived at Newark at 11:58, 15 late. I think Barthley he might have stayed down. Well, the next couple of trains from that way anyway. Oh, go on, how long's the backlog? 1 Delta 10 at Claypole Loops, 1 Delta 71 at Franklin Lane Foot Crossing, 1013 at Grantham. That's quite a backlog, if you think about it. Anything approaching from Retford way? Other than those stars at Ranskill? No. Yeah, I know I could have crossed in that time, but who could be bothered to run? Not me. That's no 1200 hours. Train currently still sat at Newark Northgate, awaiting departure. Of course is delayed until it was 65 from less than length of using the flat crossing. Go on, oh god, 1 Delta 10 is literally waiting to get into Newark. Oh dear. But it could be very oh dear, the wires could go down again. Newark was quite literally what people would call hell the other day. Additional callers to ease the platform being so busy, it made it worse, of course it did. They ended up just giving up. As well as no trains out video from Newark from the other day. It was either too crowded or wasn't all that worthy of being stuck up. Battery, how can you go from 30 to 1? You useless piece of arse. Goodness me. Really useless things, but that takes the biscuit. So whilst I'm waiting, I'll pull my lead out of my pocket. Because men can multitask. This phone, hello. Push that up against there. This does sound rude, but it's not. I would not manage a life with just one hand. I can tell you that now. So I'm sticking a phone on charge with one hand. I'll manage it. I will manage it. Get in. Ah, it's in. I gotta press the bloody button. Ugh. Held my phone in my mouth for that bit of time. Ugh, disgusting. I do not like the taste of screen. And of course now it's gone completely flat. Well done. Anyway, now it's saying it's charging. Well, your best because 1%, it'll take you 5 hours to get to 4%. Where's this train then? So we're just too close to what it feels like I've been waiting about 25 minutes. I haven't. Only about 4 for this. Apparently approaching. Unless it completely ran through without me noticing. That'd be likely. Oh, here we are. I see it now. It's coming through Bartley. Took a bloody bit of time though. Go on, oh close to the train behind it. At Newark Northgate. Oh, well done. I doubt I'll get through. Oh, well done. And of course then you go from 1% to 10. How useful Apple batteries are. Okay, now it looks to wait for you 11:53, 1 Delta 10 from London King's Cross to Leeds. Expected pass for Carlton, 12:06. Oh dear, let me read out another train. So after this next one, you also wait for your slightly delayed 12:01, 1 Delta 71, Grand Central from London to Bradford, expected pass 12:07. Go on, 04's 1013 behind Bradford. Claypole loops, oh dear. Just gonna hope we get a slight bit of clearance in between. Dear me. I think this could be a terribly long wait. Oh dear. Yeah, we're in dangerous territory. We're also waiting for Bradford. Then about the Edinburgh behind that. Probably. Build this 12.5 for 2 closures onto about 20. Easily targetable. And it would be by now if we was in Lolham area, up near Peterborough. We'll be there for about 45 minutes in one go. So there's Leeds just tooting around near Barfleet. Yeah, Bradford's at Newark. Edinburgh's approaching Newark. And 30. Yeah, someone put a bet on that, didn't they? When my battery's gone, 1:10:36. I don't know how that works either. No, you wait for Bradford. Oh, go on then, let me read out the train that will probably be coming afterwards as well. Your 12:13, 1 Sierra 13, London Edinburgh. Does that call at Newark? Please say it does. No. Oh, how wonderful. Dear me. And there's people saying the area near Peterborough's bad for congestion at crossings. They've not seen here yet, have they? One slightest delay, the old East Coast main line goes arseways. And yeah, I think, come to think of it, Barnbit Road crossing itself was down for the best part of 25 minutes waiting for one train the other day when the wires went down. Because all the congestion in Newark, due to it. A train of course arrived in 3, it was supposed to be non-stop from Edinburgh. The signal was already green from 3 through onto the point system towards Grantham Way. That was green for the best part of 10-15 minutes before the train departed. Which is all good news. Right, Sierra 13 is approaching Newark, Delta 71 is about to come round the corner from Batley. Wasn't even planning on staying this long. Yep, we're going to wait for another one, I can guarantee you that. The Herman have been waiting for, but there's plenty more where they came from. Plenty more. Well, then bring Bradford around the corner. Here it is. Yeah, green again that way. It's all from the same direction, so it can all only go tits up. Kirkgate calling. Oh dear. Oh ho, very much dear. I think the overall time for this closure is well over 13 minutes. My overall for 2 is just coming on to 16. The first closure I think itself was about 4 minutes in its then. That's easy, 12:13 now. You're wondering if we got clearance after the next train. Well, it looks... I was going to say it looks like it, but one off for 26 from Leeds is vastly approaching Carlton way. So it might be up and back down before you know it. Let me check when that's supposed to pass Carlton. 1826. About 12:14. It's now 12:10. Edinburgh for 12:12, which is the next we got through. Leeds for 12:14, and Edinburgh behind the Leeds for 16. Oh dear. Yes. There's a backlog of trains.
You're just train watching, not for any other reason.
No.
Something wrong somewhere.
Yeah. Oh bloody, there's more after this. So after the next one you're also going to see your delay 12:05, 1 off for 2.6 for Leeds London. What's the matter? I'll check another train behind that one. Oh dear, yes there is. So add with that your 12:30, 1:08 from Edinburgh to London, then you've got about a 4-minute break after, which I'm going to race off in. Right, where's Edinburgh because we've got no leeway after it at all. And this battle was due to nick up at Grantham about, what, 25 minutes ago. Some point happened over the points between platform 2 and 4. It's completely sent this haywire. Skyfall at 226. I think Tyrona's off. There's 2 more where that came, but from the other way. One of them's just approaching Carlton now. Right, nothing else Grantham way for at least 10 minutes, so that's alright. He says. Yeah, off 26 that way. Edinburgh might be a bit far off to keep us down for that. We'll have to see. Because this is getting quite lengthy. What a time for the East Coast to get congested. Dinner time. I didn't bought a picnic with me. Pity I didn't. Yeah, the queues are getting quite big. 5-6 vehicles either side, so I think that's enough to get us up for a couple of minutes. Edinburgh, going how far here? Oh, just clear, so that's alright then. Might just get a chance to go up. And then I will cut the video on the first rattle of that barrier. Even if it kills me. Go on then, one from this direction. The second from this direction is just vastly approaching Carlton as well, but it's about 5-6 signals away. 3, 6, make it 7 or 8 and you're about right. Dear me, the old go for 2 closures, just over 20 minutes. Overall wait for this one, best part of it, 16 minutes. I'm fairly sure it was about 4 when we last went up. It's about 16 minutes for that, bloody hell. This will be a pain to upload, but I'll fight through it. Can't leave 5 days in activity for the sake of it. When they were going up for a minute or not.
Yeah.
239,311. No, we're keeping you for the next one. Go on, how far's the other train from Newark way? Oh dear. This really is all due. We're now waiting for 1:08, who's just approaching Carlton, which should give us a bit of leeway. The train after that, I don't know if Delta 11 stops at Newark. It's about 5 minutes away. No, it don't. So what we're waiting now, Edinburgh expected to pass at Carlton Loops, the next feed point, 12:16. Next one after that's 4 minutes after, so that should be clearance. If not, I'd like to know why. Wait, let me just check the signal up here, see if it... Yeah, it's still yellow, so that's alright. If that stays yellow till we've gone back up, then we're fine. We'll get a couple of minutes leeway. Okay, single yellow Bartley way. So South Muskham's not down. Actually, of course it's not clear. 1826 only just passed. Okay, double yellow. Delta 11 is also closing in York, so I'm going to check this signal once more before the train comes. Yeah, it's staying yellow. If that signal head stays yellow, we can get a couple of minutes in the air. If at least 30 seconds, that'll be enough to clear all this traffic. And we end this mammoth load of a video. Going on to 23 minutes for 2 closures. Easily coming on to 19 for this one alone. I should have split it, really. Bit more editing work, but it'd be worth it. Oh dear. Count back what I said, you're waiting for another train after this one. 12:21, 1 Delta 11 London Leeds. And then there's a 7-minute gap after that. Thank Christ for 7 minutes. The other train's just approaching Newark now. Never thought I'd get a closure this long. Within reason, anyway. It's not within reason, is it? I said I was leaving about 12:05. It's now 17. I ain't got across to my car yet. Yeah, Delta 11's already passing the flat crossing. That won't be too close to go up. Right, I'm going to do a dangerous check. Okay, Alpha 63 is near Retford, which is quite far away. Okay, what's this one? '28 and 29. I think you're waiting for one final one. Well, I'd hope it's a final one anyway. This part's a lot longer than I anticipated. Right, I mean, check New York way, we don't want to check Retford way. Yeah, there's ages of clearance. No other trains for the best part of 8-9 minutes after this, so that's alright. And it's not another 8 or 9 minutes down, by God. Oh, East Midlands set, which will be on the Hull train later on. They will send East Midlands to Hull. Of course, it's running Leeds now, and it's ready later. 25 minutes for 2. I think it was the railway children. Thank you. Everyone, let's get going. So that I'm going. Watch out for this car. Well, that's Faith's train signing out from a weird morning afternoon at North Muskham. We'll see you in the next video. Hopefully it won't be as long as this one. Okay, you joined me back at Norwell Lane. Someone commented on my video about half hour ago from Level Across the UK 2016 Part 3, saying this crossing is supposed to now have invasives and long shades. Nope, short shades. Yes, I've just noticed the tensioner cable on this barrier has been cut. Depending on the impact on the floor, I will report it back. Of course, you've still got your SPX and your short shades. Jake plays, you're definitely a liar. Right, time now is 16:17 on Friday the 19th of May 2017 for your 16, bear with. I didn't read this part up. Your 16:17 1 Delta 19 version trains East Coasters from London King's Cross to Leeds. Dear me. Right, whilst I'm here, I was going to do this bit in a separate clip. Let me just get the video positioning right on the video as mentioned. Right. Jake plays, 19 hours ago yesterday, 3:10, it is now replaced with long shades and invasive barriers. That's 3:05, 5 seconds before, on the same crossing. That is Norwell Lane. This is Norwell Lane. Do you notice anything different from that video, really? No. Right, which barrier is this? It doesn't say. Oh, yes it does, down near. Let me report that back now. So if the train, I'll report that back. Also, a problem with the level crossing between Doncaster and York. Are there any crossings up towards York after Arksea from Doncaster? There must be. I've never heard of any more, though. Right, net. Work rail, yes please. Compose a tweet. Tension cable. I put Tenian. Tensioner cable, well done, Fabe. Tensioner cable on barrier down near at Norwell Lane. Mileage, I'll list that. ECM 12338. Oh, trains here. And of course, this looks to be 91111 for the Fallen. And 82216. The tweet has been posted. Tensioner cable on barrier ZN at Norwell Lane is going 123.38, broken. I should say, cut. This barrier is still struggling, it's not yet been looked at, but I don't really see a reason to report it, 'cause it's not as bad as that. Okay, time now is 16:22. Riff is slightly delayed, 16:17, 1 Echo 16, version trains East Coast, serves from Edinburgh Waverley to London King's Cross. Yeah, the issue with this one is just the main, I think, hydraulics pipe has just been, well, disconnected. The arm says 05047. The arm should say that on here. But of course it's been etched out, so I can't read it. Right, let's get back to the lights. Disruption due to fault with the crossing between York and Doncaster is now finished. Okay, so they fixed the crossing. Well done. Have I got anything back yet? No, it's only been 3 minutes. So suddenly just after we last went up. Luckily, at this time of day, it's not so busy that we won't get another 21 minutes closure like last time. And that was just after, I think, midday when it all went wrong, at Grantham. This afternoon looks to be fine. He says, then jinxing it, of course. 82 to 05, flying Scott's face. $115. I didn't know this crossing liked to play percussion. As we've got a bit of time. Norwell Lane level crossing, circular 791596. East Coast Main Line 123 miles and 38 chains. There's some electric cubicles there. Some wires coming out of that shed. CCTV there from Carlton-on-Trent. There's that information sign. There's the LEDs there, which have seen a battering. I'm going to, one of my next trains has just left Retford, the other train stops at Newark. Okay, you've got your alarm up there, which has been in for donkey's years. The pipe, as you can see there, has been, well, taken apart for some reason. You've got 3, 6, looks like 8 weights on that side, 3, 6, 8 on that side. This is the 4th of July 2005, which is one of the very mouldy Romfords. Concrete and rubber crossing floor, no anti-trespass. Something here. This might used to have bang barriers and they've moved the old crossing back since. I don't know. A little bit of carpet in there by the looks of it. Danger overhead live wires. Danger overhead live wires. Don't trespass, penalty £1,000 into the cubicle. There's LEDs there. If I come back to where I was stood a few moments ago here, you will see it is fitted very slightly wonky. It is leaning to one side. Oh well, such is life. There's the Nottinghamshire County Council poster. Dated the 10th day of October 2015. Well, that's very useful to me, isn't it? Because it is the 19th day of May 2017. LEDs up there. There's that really useless sign these days. They were good when they started, but now they're absolutely crap. There's that sign. Here's the barrier we had to report in. ZN it says there. Don't near side. Because of course the reason behind reporting this in, this is part of the lower tension cable, and here's the upper part, just completely, well, it's ranging itself around the barrier and it's just causing the bang because there's nothing to take the weights and the arm to support each other. 3, 6, 8, 3, 6, 8. The 4th of June 2005. Could be April, I don't care. Running off the 3, I've been left with Norwell Lane crossing 123.38. Same signs across there we didn't read. Please go up. Danger overhead live wires. Have I got to shout it this time? No, because warning trespass and rail penalty £1,000. LEDs up there. Right. Not really much here. Next train leaves Newark at about 16:32, so I'm just going to quickly check the map. We've got time to do the on-crossing exit to the video. This crossing is on the East Coast Main Line between Newark Northgate and Retford Higher Level. That way's towards Retford Higher Level, and that way's towards Newark. Before I start, Andrew, I've passed this to my local team for investigation and thank you for making us aware. BD. Our last train was the 8291 train heading to Grantham in London King's Cross. Our next train should be the first class train from Hull to London King's Cross. Time now is 16:33. You wait for your slightly... I don't even know. With slightly delayed 16:30 and Alpha 95 Hull train service from Hull to London King's Cross. Estimated pass for Newark Flat Crossing. 16:35. Let me just check Carlton, see if that'd be nearer for me. Yeah, but I'm using Newark Flat Crossing today because I'm Speckle. I fancied to change the timetable. Because I would use Newark Flat Crossing for Barthley and Church Lane anyway. I wouldn't use Carlton until I get at least to Cromwell. Anyone who fancies being around here tomorrow morning, Sunday or Monday, please check on the downside, the down near side arm and see if the tensioner cable's been refit and then get back to me. So I won't be checking back for a while. Tomorrow I've got a busy day. I've got to start the Knights Trail, which I think I might do a whole summary video for, reading out the descriptions given, the number and the location. Spoiler alert, that video should be posted by either the start or end of June. And also, whilst I'm at it, there will be no activity on this channel throughout the day of... Bear with. Thursday the 25th, Jamie's birthday, and I've got a retake in GCSE Maths. And Friday the 26th, where I'll be at Bedford for the day. So no activity next Thursday or Friday. Apologies for the inconvenience caused. They will get back to you as soon as possible. 8109 said the carriage. And we're staying for the next one. Well done. You now wait for your slight delay. 16:35, one of them are 87 version trains East Coast serves from London King's Cross to York. Let me check the backlog at Carlton, because I guess we're going for 1017 as well. Yes. Oh, Jesus Christ. In addition to the King's Cross York, your 16:30 1017 Edinburgh London, and your 16:41 1 Alpha 39 Leeds London. It's all going arseways now. So the signal alert buffer to go to at least caution. Okay, it's back to caution again. Any minute is Echo 17, then Alpha 39, and then 1 November 87 London York's just at Newark. Running, I think, 3-4 minutes behind time. Let me just check, because I've got the page up. Yeah, should have left at 33. It just arrived a few minutes ago. Okay, Echo 17. Another 82 set. Oh, 1 and 31. 2 more trains are in reaching distance. That's 2 out of possible 4 gone. Just under 5 minutes. Yeah, Bathurst stayed again, so it's got no cars at present. We have, but the trains are more nearer us. November 87 still waiting for right of way at Newark Northgate. Okay, Bathurst's gone back to caution again. Next train from Leeds momentarily this way. So it currently looks like that the rest down that way are not waiting for York. Of course, we probably might be. But of course, we're closer to Newark than Carlton is. So they've got the easy life up there. Number 87 just past Newark flat crossing, okay. So we'll be staying for it, and that much. Yep, they are. Just gone green up there. So I think that there's one of the electric generators. Oh god, I've got to read another train after this one's gone. Here's another 82 set. $28.29. Whilst there's nothing else too close, you do also wait for your 16:47, expected in about 4 minutes, 1 for 67 Grand Central from Bradford to London. Oh, else behind that within reach? No. So that's alright then. Anything else? Newark wait in reach behind York. Yeah, Glasgow, but that calls at Newark anyway. So that's fine. After the next 2 will be up. That's now 7 minutes from the beginning. Oh god, there's our part in the main video though. Actually, I know Great Western Railway's given one of their 180s now to Grand Central. Could this be it? I've not heard news. I think it's 180, 103 that's now gone to Grand Central from Great Western Railway. It was 180, 10 something. I think we already have 05. We would have 01. Could be any of them. If we see an old first one popping by, it's the one that was given from Great Western down to Grand Central. Okay. Caution itself, double yellow at Barthley. So that's a 4 aspect signal. Proceed at caution, extreme caution at danger. Okay, I see York coming beside me. I don't yet see the 180. He says that. It could be an HST. Okay, so this way, behind the shed. .307 and 320. I haven't the foggiest, that could have been number 1. Next train leaves Newark in 3 minutes. I think it might be in 4. Time now 16:43, wait for your 16:46. 1 Sierra 23, Virgin trains East Coast from London King's Cross to Glasgow Central. $198.8, not far from Grove Road, coming from Retford. 1 Delta 20 at Peacecliff. They're our next trains, by the way. Next train is just waiting right of way out of Newark Northgate. As that is the next train literally within reaching distance. Should leave any time, as it is literally 45 now. It should have left at 44. Okay, just left Newark. And passing the flat crossing. I see it looks weird seeing a tensioner barrier with the cable broken. It's weird because you don't see it all the time. If you saw it all the time on the railway, it'd be a right mess. This location is, but at least the lights and alarms work, that's something. No one's starting off with a sign or a CCTV camera. Yet. And an update for any Thorpe viewers. He decided to take a holiday. Yes, in a frying pan. He's gone to get greasy in Greece. No joke. So that'll be fun for him. Luckily, it will be fun for him, because he's not going to like it. I had some feedback back from DB Trains or Duncan just last night about the last holiday he took Joe on, and he said it didn't go well at all. So I hope Spike's mother has got a hell of a load of patience. If Duncan couldn't bloody put up with it, Joe on a holiday, then how would Denise put up with it? Spike's mother, how would she put up with it? I wouldn't. I end up chopping his head off. No, really though. I would end up trying to buy a guillotine. Probably wouldn't be allowed though. I have to make my own. It's now 46. Okay, next train should be in view in a moment after it's come through Bartley. It's been a good day. We've seen 82-205 for Scott's Face and 91-111 for the Fallen. What's on this one? To Glasgow via Edinburgh, which I don't yet see popping through Bartley. Yeah, here it is. The barrier does look weird like this. Luckily it's got enough support to keep it off the floor. Skyfall and 215. This whole thing was shaking. I'm going now. Thanks for watching today's videos from Norwell Lane. We'll see you on a big adventure tomorrow. First up, 1010 London King's Cross, Edinburgh Waverley. Follow 8206. 3226. I guess we're at Norwell Lane level crossing in Nottinghamshire with Fabes trains. Well, that's not horrible at all, is it? Time now is 10:53. 10:54 on Tuesday the 13th of March 2018. This is for year 10:52, 1 Yankee 82 Virgin Train East Coast service from York to London King's Cross. This is in a right bloody state. I know there is barrier renewal listed, but I can't remember for the life of me when it is. But I know there is one listed. I think even for Cromwell. I'm not too sure when. But this bloody needs it. This arm's a mess, and because that tube's been disconnected for ages, I think it's causing the fuss. Which is making this arm sound like it's, well, on its way out. The state of it surely shows it. Because of course you've got scuffs. Partly broken shade, partly falling off lamp, which is dirty, scuffs, and again partly broken shade. The arm's showing its age, and so's the motor box. How old is it anyway, if I can tell? 2005. They replaced Church Light just the other month, and that I think was 2006. I don't remember actually. It was 2000 and something. But these really are showing their age, by Christ. They're not doing it by halves either. The other one across the other side doesn't actually stop up properly. It's leaning forward a bit more than usual. And this one's just a mess in general. We've also got something else, hang on a minute. We've also got delayed 0959. Deutsche Bahn cargo service from Bones Green Traction and Rolling Stock Service Maintenance Depot to Doncaster West Yard. For a light locomotive, it's running approximately 56 minutes behind time. How the hell do you do that? I know there's signal problems in the Hertford Loop, but it got 73 laid at Peterborough. And Peterborough's not on the Hertford Loop. Well, it's going to be a clash of the titans, quite literally. Whatever's on York versus this skip. This thing is in a right state though. They might even do the alarms when they do the barriers. Never know, because the alarms have seen better days. Okay, here's the skip. From Bones Green to Doncaster, going in for a think assessment. .010 to Doncaster West Yard. To 9102 City of York to London King's Cross. Ew. Ooh, time now is 10:59. This is one of the few Hull Trains services they've been operating in the past 3 weeks. 10:59, 1 Hotel 02, London King's Cross, Hull. The rest are either terminating at Doncaster or Selby or not running, following a shortage of trains due to damage by snow and ice. Let me show you what the reports are actually saying, because right, I'm looking on Retford here on faster route, and they've got 11:39 cancelled because of a shortage of trains following damage by snow and ice. I saw a Grand Central unit running in place of Hull Trains the other week. Haven't they got enough stock to share with the Great Western Railway stock as well? Are they really that short of stock that they can't actually afford to borrow? Well, that's putting the other TOCs in trouble as well. Wait, that's strange. Hang on. What's the bloody hell's this? Ah, I'm not looking in the right place. But I am looking though in general, just because I'm using Newark Flat Crossing here. I found a random train from Doncaster West Yard to Nottingham Eastcroft. What the hell would they want? What would Nottingham Eastcroft want with any freight locomotive when it's a passenger depot? Well, not passenger public, but passenger unit, if you get what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense. After this is 1 Alpha 22, then 1 Sierra 11, 1 Alpha 61. But I wonder if Hull trains will be using the exact same reason this time next week, a shortage of trains falling damaged by snow and ice. Virgin have got all their units back on again. Didn't take them long. And they had some completely frozen as they was doing runs up near Edinburgh. And that's always the coldest part. Because Scotland, bad weather, we know it. And usually it's fairly terrible. All the stations were lucky. If I was to head up there, it'd just be snow and ice. There'd be no train services at all anyway, if they're following Hull trains and what they're doing. Which does seem quite poor anyway. It seems really poor. We're nearly on 3 minutes. Reasonable. Because we're about in the midway between Newark and Carlton box. Okay, here's 180. There's your run with 5, I don't know which it is. It was starting slow as well. $180, 113. This one's leaning forward a lot more than it usually does. That is definitely bloody horrible. Time now 11:05. This will be, bear with, let me get back up the page. 11:09, 1 Alpha 22, London, Leeds, London, King's Cross. Good grief. I was just trying to find some names of the Virgin trains, East Coast services, because some of them are named, of course, like we've got the Island Chieftain, the Northern Lights, but finding which one 1011 runs under, if at all. See if it's on their wiki. Might be. Okay, got it. So it is as I was thinking. 1011 is the Northern Lights. Officially anyway, if they did it properly, that would be announced at each station as that service. Is it approaching? No, it's nowhere in reach. It's way back at Flagpole. Whoever that is, I have no idea. Every time you try and search Claypole, Apple thinks you're saying Flagpole. Does it make sense? And I haven't been there for ages, quite frankly, because nothing ever changes. The maintenance isn't the best. Last time we were there, the barrier hit the floor. Quite hard a couple of weeks after installation. Not very good. So I've not been back since. Because poor maintenance like that, good cross, one day you get there and a wigwag falls in front of you. You never know. Anything can happen. Sometimes it's all quite pathetic and appalling, just like the state of this barrier. At least it doesn't hit the floor like no tomorrow and it's not brand new. Okay, an Alpha 22 only. Before then we get a couple more. We might end up Brayfording. .224 and whatever that 90 was. slowly getting worse. Okay, time now is 11:09. This will be 11:30 and Alpha 6-1 Sunderland, London King's Cross and the Northern Lights. The 11:11 London King's Cross to Aberdeen 1 Sierra 1-1. Which is according to what the official passenger naming for it is, the Northern Lights. Of course, we've got the Island Chieftain, the Inverness, the 1200 off, and the 0753, I think it is, from Inverness. The return Northern Lights is Monaco 1-5. Which I think we've probably caught once or twice anyway. I might just go after this because it'll be thick enough video anyway. And I need to start preparing properly for the big video I'll have coming sometime this weekend. And should be expected to course Ollie Wainwright whilst Grimsby Tones playing Lincoln City. Not going to go well, so I'm out of the way. I probably have mentioned before, but I don't know if I have on video. But get hyped up for the full showcase of the Grimsby Light Railway as part of Dead Grimsby. I've got most of it already planned out and it is going to be so good. I'll probably watch it back myself about 4,000 times. Okay, 1011, the Northern Lights is at Newark Northgate. I should just really reference it as that. Alpha 61 zone just past Carlton. But yeah, Dead Grimsby should be coming to your screens either Sunday evening or Monday evening when I've properly got it all together. It won't just be a retour of each location, it'll be the history of the line and everything. Because most people probably haven't even heard the line before. Okay, Sunderland. On 8101. Looks like Cromwell's gone up because the repeater signal I'm seeing before me is single yellow. It's strange how this area's got a whistle ball because there's a foot crossing between, well, here and Cromwell. I think it's the Flyfish one. I don't know, I don't even intend to go there anyway. Anything else in the area? Yes, there is. But we'll be going up, so I'll be staying for it. Sorry, I'll just change sides. See if I can get gone after it. I think it's probably a Glasgow approach because the head code's hidden. Which they do that for some reason. Yeah, we want Echo 06. But I'm just waiting for the Northern Lights currently. Which should be at Bartley by now. There he is. Looks like 238's on the front, York National Railway Museum. And 4309 on the rear. Right, I found why this barrier is making so much noise. The rod's loose, and it just keeps banging against the motorbox each time it operates. So that's making that stupid clunk noise on this side. Time note is 11:14. This will be 11:19, 1 Echo 06 from Glasgow Central to London King's Cross. But I swear this crossing wasn't making so much noise back in December of last year. I swear it wasn't. But the crossing itself is a lot louder than the alarms are. Very strange world. Very, very strange world. I wonder if they will do the alarms at the same time as the barriers, because the barriers are desperately being needed. I'm still not sure when it is. I never really check this ironroadworks.org, I never really check it. So I'm more bothered about not conflicting with any annual tests on the Grimsby Light Railway. Because the road throughout will be closed and won't be able to get from, like, let's say, Wowood across to Gilby or Pywhite Road. So that's the more important thing at the minute. Give a chance to go up anyway. 1D09's the other side, so I'll stick with that. And then go myself, because otherwise I'm going to be caught with it on it anyway. Then there's a gap till 37 afterwards anyway, so that's plenty of time. But yeah, this side, Glasgow. Skyfall. Good gravy. And finally, I don't know if you saw that rod there at all, but it just hits the motorbox and does nothing else. But it's not broken another hole in it by now. Time now is 11:18. This should be the last train we'll see, the 11:18, 1 Delta 09 from London King's Cross to Leeds. No, wrong map. Yeah, 1.09 zone just at Newark Northgate, so we've got a little wait for it. I'd say a little, about 3-4 minutes. Not too bad, we're only about one and a half now. Okay, it's just at Newark Northgate, where I should be within the next week anyway, on the way to Peterborough. Because I've got myself on the, well, what they're saying, most trusty service on a Saturday, which is one from Edinburgh Waverley, which sits in Peterborough for about 4 or 5 minutes. Yet on a weekday is always at least 6 minutes behind, so how the hell do you work that? Right, so say it's not on time Monday to Friday, you get to Saturday, it's always on time. How do you do that? Is it just not timetabled properly on a weekday? Do you need to use the weekend timetable onto it? I don't know. I don't remember its head code, to be perfectly honest, but how the hell do you do that? I complain a lot, but it has to really be said. Service pattern's not great for that one. If you're lucky, you might also see me on RailCam Peterborough. RailCam Peterborough 1 towards the top of platform 1, about either just before 12 or just after 1. If I go up that side and don't stick on 2, 3. But as I usually say, I don't want to see the trains that we're calling the future. The Electrostar has been with South Eastern for about 6 years. It's not the future, it's the past. And if that's the past and a pacer can push up to 80 on flat land, the future's already here, stop buggering about. It all goes to point though. If essentially you've got trains that can reach up to 80, 100 miles an hour, why are you making more that can do it when you've already got what you need in service anyway? This also looks like an East Midlands set for Hull later. I'm not too sure though. No, I'm lying. Sunderland, Bradley Lowry and 257. I like seeing 274. I support that family a lot. But with this mess of a crossing, I'm bloody done. Thanks for watching, we'll see you next time. Okay, we were at a different location than I originally planned, because this is looking in a worse state than it was previously. But before we start and welcome you to where we are, I'd like to bring this to your attention. UK East Coast Rail franchise expected to be scrapped in days. That's due to Stagecoach corrupting Virgin. Good or bad, says this person in one of my Facebook groups. That's very good. I wouldn't have given Stagecoach it in the first place, so they'll also lose East Midlands to a Bellio. What's your opinions then? Stagecoach sodded the Virgin franchise. Should it end by this weekend? Or should it go on till August? Because they've already been chopped down now 3 years and 2 months. Okay. As we said a moment ago, we didn't originally plan to be here, but decided to pop back due to the absolute state of what this crossing's in. This crossing has also got the relatively new Samaritan poster boards to help try and prevent railway fatalities. Is it working? Well, I suppose I've not heard any incidents here in the past couple of weeks since I've noticed them signs, and it is also Mental Health Awareness Week. Something which many people suffer from is mental health problems. I can tell you as a fact now, if you're in the Stepford group, that isn't helping you at all. I left again recently after everything blew up because of dispatcher training. Completely failed. They sent the links out 15 minutes apart and no one in the Discord could join, so the chat blew up. And then started, of course, their proposed good eye ranks, telling everyone they're absolutely fucking useless. Not our fault that you sent the links out separately and late. Get your act together. Okay, this is quickly before the first train was loaded up roadworks.org, as you'll probably want to know when these bloody state of barriers are being replaced. And I can tell you that it will be the 19th of August, because we're on Vicarage Lane. Level crossing barrier renewal between the night of the 18th and the morning of the 19th. This is Vicarage Lane. They're called the crossing Norwell Lane. Norwell Lane's over at Cromwell, as we see here. Norwell Lane's in Cromwell. And then they've got their new barriers about a week after, along with some level crossing testing. And then Bartley on the other hand, it's got machinery to sort out the overhead electrified wires. Well, the noise has gone and it's been sped up, so that's something. Time now is 13:37 on Tuesday the 15th of May 2018. This could be 13:29. 4 Echo I think 26 from Donaldsmoor to Scunthorpe. 13:37 1 Echo 11 the Northern Lights from Aberdeen to London King's Cross. Could be either of those two followed by the IEP in about 5-10 minutes. Which I have no idea which IEP because there's nothing on the RailCam tops list. Let's have a look. Yeah, 1 Echo 11 coming in from Carlton. If that's it, I'll then switch quality and get the next bit in 4K to pump the main video up as well. At least they sorted this on this barrier because it was making hell stupid noise last time. It's not actually in so bad a state than I immediately thought. Still, it's a poor enough state. So I've even just noticed that bit there, the holding all the skirt bits together, is starting to come off. So that's all gone very well. No it ain't, stop lying. Yeah, signal set at Bartley now for the Northern Lights. Probably as 4 Echo 26 is at Balderton. The lights look odd when we're far back. Here we are. Should be train 101, the Northern Lights. HS2 left Aberdeen at 07:52. Let's see if we get a chance to go up. Okay, past Cromwell. by 300 Craig and Tinney. Oh, you letdown. So next is the Scunthorpe train from Donaldsmoor at Ashford International. The train's not even at Northgate yet. Although if it's anything to go by, the next order, including the next train, will be Donaldsmoor Scunthorpe, London King's Cross Doncaster, Leeds London. So if vote to go by, another 3 to come. And the London Doncaster is probably the only IEP that will be in service in December. So apparently there's only going to be 1. Yet they're testing about, what, 20 different ones. They're only going to have 1 in service. 4 minutes. And they have got a stop order for the IEP at Newark anyway. They did for Peterborough and Grantham, but it always just passes straight through. Yep, Bartley's gone green again, so we've got 1 off for 30 from Carlton way. For a code 26 from Bartley way. We'll also 5X-Ray 21 the IEP from Bartley way. The IEP is just outside of Newark, near Barnby. I think first next, actually 1 off 3-0. Could get double with 4 code 26. Let's see. Well, no, this one's there because there's a whistle board up there somewhere. Well, that's clearance through Carlton though, because actually no, there won't be because this is off in the loop. But first, heading for London King's Cross. Another 43 set. 7 and 257 Bones Green. 66021 to Scunthorpe. Ooh, must have just made that. Let me just change hands. Okay, there we go. Time now is 13:43. This will be 13:40. 5X-Ray 21 from London King's Cross to Doncaster Car Intercity Express Passenger Depot. But also 13. No, we've just had Leeds, didn't we? Had Leeds in that long kerfuffle. Which IEP is on it? A white one, the Virgin one, or a Great Western Railway one? I have no idea what went up to London 3 hours ago as to what's to come back. Yeah, nothing else the other way. 1A94 is only at Retford. 1N17 for Newark, Newcastle is only just at Claypole. Here we are. It's a white one. Okay, it's a white 2. That's a 10 carriage. No, it's a 9. $800 103 to Doncaster. That throwback though. Good gravy. So now you hit the floor, and the rod hits the boxing more, which made all those black prints and that horrible, stupid banging noise. Time now is 13:48. This will be 13:47. One number 17 from London King's Cross to Newcastle Central. Original that past Carlton, IOP past Carlton, past Newark 3 light, Carlton 6 light. Should sit at Retford for 33 minutes. Will it? I have no idea, and I won't get a chance because Retford 2 gives a horrible view of the main line. I still say they could have spun it around. Okay, so this train's still at Northgate at the minute. Still at Northgate. Muskham might also end up being 13:51 Alfred 9-4 Hull, London running about 5 minutes behind. I suppose they've actually got the stock for it. Because 1N93 for Sunderland has been cancelled due to a train fault. And that's Grand Central. They both share the same stock at the same depots. 1N17 just departed Newark Northgate. That's well over 4 minutes. We make 5 before anything appears. 1A94's at Egmonton, so that's a few away. This means it's under Carlton control. 1N17 yet to even pass Church Lane. Okay, Bartley's single yellow 4 Hull. That's over 5 minutes. Okay, here's the first train, London Newcastle. 200. That track was wobbling a fair bit as well. Six minutes. Second train at Carlton. There will even be another one afterwards. 13:51, 1:14 London Leeds. Who's only just at Newark Northgate and doesn't call there. Is that a Hull yet? Yep. That's one of the Hull trains, or old Great Western Railway ones. Oh, I couldn't actually read that. One more. No, I couldn't make that one out at all. Probably number 9. Three of 3. Is there any more after? Nope. One 206. Wasn't here very long, about 20 minutes. We've got about 20 minutes worth of footage anyways. Thanks for watching today's video from Norwell Lane. We'll see you next time. Okay, we were just on stream, but then I ran out of data. Luckily it all starts again tomorrow. I'll be within shortly. Time now is 14:37, Sunday the 2nd of September. This looks to be 14:29, 1:15 London Leeds. I'm working off it as I haven't refreshed the page. And get you back to normal, there we go. Let's try the old Joe for once then, with no data, just hanging around for about an hour. At least it did run out because it starts again tomorrow anyway. Hang on, Dan Spotting's just texted me. So yeah, I've just got minutes and text, that's fine. Get the data back tomorrow. So I just got to remind myself not to refresh the page, because I can't get it back up again afterwards. But then I can match up afterwards and work off that anyway. And I were just going to film today by default, but thought might as well use up all the data, which I just did. Because what's the point in having like 4 gigs spare and then it just be taken off you because you're not used it? No, our stream is about 20 minutes long. So we did better than nothing. It's 2 minutes. We did also miss the amber light as it did Brayford between the other train and this. Shit, I just refreshed the page. So I've got no information at all. Well done me. Puck will restart tomorrow, I know that. So we're going to get a couple of bits by guessing. Or just not say anything. And just stand back for the rest after this. Okay, green towards Bartholey. There's another train after this. I don't currently know what. But you'll know. I don't know how that all went though. How did I drain 4 gigabytes in 20 minutes? I don't even upload via data. I upload via Wi-Fi. Never mind. This is the Leeds one I said, isn't it? Does that call it Newark then? I don't think so. Of course, apologies to those that were on the stream that it went off. I don't know how I go through data so quickly when streaming, so I'm just going to have to put a stop to it. So I can manage to level it all out again. Bloody hell, 4 minutes and nothing. There's something happened. Someone dead. Probably. They say one born every minute. Is it one dies every minute? Might check breathing earth for a while. If that's accurate or not, I don't know either. It's actually my first time working without any data as well. Be fun. If only I did buy one of the Moses at Bootham Crossing instead of fanning between properties. I just done a 24/7 stream of the crossing and not needed to go out at all. And of course I would go out, but I wouldn't need to. That's 14:41, coming on to 5 minutes. All I can hear is the A1. Another one must call it Newark. Like it's got to. Okay, here's one from Retford way, I think. .308 Lincolnshire Echo Island Chieftain. Where's the other one? We went down for that one last. 6 minutes. Here we are. Must have been a stop order for it at Newark. I don't think it was booked to stop there. I hope before the data ran out, it was booked to pass here 5 minutes ago. As I come on to 7. Yeah, it stopped at Newark. 105,208. I think that's Leeds. And we're not going up. What a joyful day. Yeah, Bartlett's just gone back down again. That'll be about another 3 or so plus minutes. Green. Eight and a half minutes. It could have gone up and all, to be honest. I just let Bartley and Church Lane go up and not anyone else. To be honest, if this train takes another minute or two, I won't need any longer closures. Just go after this and hope I don't get caught on it. Here we are. Whatever it was, 12 or something, the employer pledge. And there's more apparently. I don't see so though. The signal just before Cromwell's at danger, at caution. What a strange old world. Let me keep my eyes out through Bartley, so I know they went up after the last and I can't see down there properly. Yeah, I think they're still down. I physically can't see down there at all. I can just make out the signal box, but that's it. Let's just check this signal Cromwell way again. Oh yeah, he's at Proceed. It's another one from Newark way. And I don't even know the Sunday timetable off by it because it fluctuates a hell of a lot. Will this be one of the long closures like we got here last time? Remember once before we was here, the closure was 21 minutes, but that was due to congestion. Actually, it might be congestion now due to the signalling points between Doncaster and Retford, and earlier between London and Peterborough. .12 minutes. Okay, that's another one just at Bartley. In theory, there won't be any more after this, but I don't know because my data went out. So I went through 4.5 gigs in 10 minutes. Go figure. Right, is this the last, or is there congestion somewhere? Cornwall 4229, heading north. Thank you. Let's see if we can get off and all. We're going to walk over with it. I don't trust it, and why should I? Thanks for watching that very long closure and the stream from Norwell. Let's hope we get across. We'll see you next time. Okay, it's the case of it's been booked in no twice, but will it occur? When Cromwell was due, it occurred on the 3rd attempt. When March was due, it might be done on the 3rd attempt in a couple of weeks' time. Will Norwell Lane be done on the 2nd time, or will it be booked in again shortly to have it done then? The things you find lying around, there is a full can of unopened Pepsi just left here in the ballast bag. How very strange. It ain't mine, but I'm going to leave it there. Bollock. There we go. Not as bad as they have been previously. Time now is 14:58 on Tuesday the 9th of April 2019. This is an early operation for the 1504 Hull train service from London King's Cross to Hull. Expected pass 1504. This could be lengthy. The shot at the start looked as if it was started sideways. We'll include it anyway. Where's the other train? I don't see him yet, so he must not have passed Retford, which would be the 1505 for London. Now, last report was Ranskill 3 late, so it might just be this one. 1 Hotel 04. Right, just checking the calendar. Okay, so in theory, if the barriers are replaced on booking number 2, it will be Sunday. If not, it'll be indefinite notice. Which, as I've said to the group, it's highly unlikely because Cromwell was delayed 3 times. March is currently delayed 3 times. This will probably be delayed a 3rd time. Actually, let me think. Yeah, I think this is the 2nd time it's been booked in. I know once was November, then it's moved to this one, so it'll probably be August by the time they're eventually done. It'd be August. Way after we've been to Crewe. FabeCon is of course still open to all audience. The latest that I will amend it, if necessary, will be the end of this month. So there will be approximately a month's notice if anything changes. If there's no further announcement at the end of the month, expect it to still go ahead. I should arrive for about 1100 hours and leave at 1407 hours on the 22nd of June 2019. All information is in the Discord server. The link is in the channel about section. Recently more people have been banned from the server for abusing the team. It's not on, not tolerated, by Felicia. Blocked, banned, by. Okay, train shortly, where is he? Yeah, just a single closure. Good God, nearly 5 minutes for one thing. Who the hell's signalling today? Well, that shows it's just near Bartley areas. 5 carriages. Calls at Hoden, so it's a 180. 5 minutes has passed. 180-111. 111 to Hull via Selby. Oh, there we are. I don't think we're starting. You know, these notices always say for a maximum of 5 days. With these things being delayed as long as they are, you might as well delay it, give a maximum of 5 months notice. It just doesn't really work, does it, lads? Give a couple of months notice instead of, oh, just give you 5 days, because if it's not carried out in the 5 days, you've wasted your time giving notice to close the road. Before I read anything, I'm not really impressed with the maintenance. That's just to hold the skirt to the barrier box. Good grief, you could just replace the arm and it'll look better. Let's just give ourselves a few moments in case. Okay, time note is 15:06. This would be the slightly down 15:05 LNER service from Leeds to London King's Cross. 15:13 1 Sierra 20 LNER service London King's Cross Aberdeen. Now I can't see the signals that way due to the pylons, but I assume it's both. So it was 5 minutes for that 180 that we saw, and he was way back in Claypole control when we went for it. Like now, the second train is just at Claypole Loops, but he's more than likely to pass with Alpha 3-4. Is he focused in the areas? It just shows really bad on the LED lights, which are twisted. Never mind. I think we might bot back to Butler's Hill and Bulwell Forest shortly. I saw Harry's video from Bulwell Forest the other day. When Christ, it's in a right pickle. It's got new arms, but a great big gaping hole on the mainline side of the crossing. A great big gaping hole. You don't even need to push barrier that way, you could just literally walk through it. Right. One of our trains is now approaching 1020. Shush. 1020 is literally just at Bolden. Or Bald Pit, whatever you bloody call it. It's in New Balderton. Our immediate train's just in Carlton Loops boundary. Okay, just passed. It's gonna be lengthy for the two, at least 6 minutes again. I was going to ask what that is, but then it's just medication, isn't it? I thought it was something worth something. That's 3 minutes. We'll just stand up here anyway and wait for the first train from this direction. Good thing this side, of course, they stuck the road closure notice on the post and not on the fence. How come they did that the other side instead of on the fence? It's strange. Okay, 1020 is now at Newark. Train 1 approaching. (230-110) Battle of Britain Memorial Flight. That's an odd word to say. Okay, 2 in a few minutes time. I'm just going to stay stood up here. I think there was a 91 list out this morning in the Facebook group, so I'll be able to tell what the first train was that double passed at the start of the video. And I'm just being sent not safe for work items into the messenger group. I wonder who's triggered Harry and Ben. It's not me, because I'm out here. Surely it wouldn't be Adam. Mind you, Jim will have caught something. Actually, yeah, before Sunday turns in, we might as well do a little vote in the comments section to make it more interactive. Type, "It will," if these barriers will be replaced in your imagination this forthcoming weekend, and put "of course not" if you think they will not. Here is the second train. 5 minutes. Little 9-car HST. (43,272). 43,239, the previous L for Lewis. I just got in there. Only just got that in frame. There we go. Why do I have to use a stupid voice to actually say things right? We're going to wait for the crossing protecting signal at Bartley for further information. I was about to leave, but then they went off again. Just waiting for the signal, which you can just about see in the centre of the screen. Okay, he's on caution. Okay, the time now is 15:13. This will be the 15:14 LNER service from Edinburgh Waverley to London King's Cross. The last report for this service was 1 down at Retford. But yeah, I recorded the end part before I noticed that this next train was in the area. Never mind, I don't timestamp things specifically. Unless it's a dark shot, then it's easier to recognise what time period it is. What a shabby job they've done of painting that cabinet. Look at it, it's blue and grey. It's like they got a brush, gone around it once and forgot the additional coats for weather. Also, just on the subject of the Nottinghamshire, the cubicle like that one at Langford will be removed in the forthcoming weeks. I need to go down there yet because it's got a warning alarm, and Winthorpe needs a new bell. There'll be another day, not this one. The weatherdar doesn't even know where I am. This is not Greenways, Green Lane. This is, what, Vicarage Lane, North Muskham. It's lost. It's as lost as I will be on the way to bloody Crewe, because I got to go via Stoke-on-Trent, because my ticket wouldn't work via Tamworth, which is a very strangely pronounced place. Nobody that I've heard calls it Tamworth. Maybe they do. I might not know them yet. But shortly across, the last train, which I think is a Newark, Peterborough and London King's Cross train. Lengthy closure for this will be nearly on 4 minutes. Yeah, it is a slow intercity 225 set. (91114) Durham Cathedral. Up they go. Oh, am I lying? I'm lying again. Everyone called the Pope, I'm lying again. Next is the 1520 LNER service from London to Leeds. I thought there was only bloody one. Never mind, I'm not going to stick past this. I've not got all day. It isn't all day because it's mid-afternoon. Delta 17 approaching Northgate. Oh yes, and please note, from sometime between the 19th and 20th of May, the timetables changed to the summer ones. Some alterations will apply to your services through the summer months and maybe not through the winter months. The winter timetable starts towards the middle of December and the summer timetable towards the middle of May. You are advised to ensure you check your times correctly before leaving the station by picking up a provided timetable leaflet that is in date. Please also note Sainsbury's and LNER now offer sunflower lanyards to ensure they know what sort of, circumstances, or so to speak, to expect when dealing with you. No, he's running away. Maybe I shouldn't go on for too long and do all the talking. Mind you, that's why Will's got a sore throat. Where's this blasted train? Is he here yet? Is there any more? Bye! Right, he sodded off. Right, where's this next train then? He should be here by now. Okay, he's at Bartley. Nine one. 82213, and up they go. And thank goodness for that. The pre-recorded end piece is in now. I was about to say, I know it's short, but no, it's not a short closure. Both of them were about 6-7 minutes. It'll do. Right. Thank you for joining us on this weird and very strange but not so wonderful afternoon here at Norwell Lane. Remember the comments below of whether this will take place or be delayed once further. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time. welcome back to Norwell Lane. Okay, time is 11:38 on Monday the 15th of April 2019. This will be starting date at 11:34, 1 Echo 07 LNAR service from Edinburgh Waverley to London King's Cross. There's been a bit of maintenance across to the opposite supporter arm. And as we originally said, this is entirely bollocks, because if we check the dates, rubbish. If we was to check this, which we're going to quickly do, because these signs are still here as well. Nothing happened. Nothing happened whatsoever. You see what state the road's in, we've also walked back up again. So I thought that the second layer would be a barefaced lie, because it is. Train shortly. In the meantime, we noticed that, of course, this rod's been pulled off. So that's gone very well. Right, I think there might be another train behind this. I think there might actually be a collection of them. But we'll see after this closure. Because all that's currently in the direct area is Echo 07. Here he is now. (316-302). Forgot to fix that bit, didn't you, lads? Time now is 11:42. This will be started at 11:39 1 Alpha 25 Leeds, London. We'll leave it like that just in case the IEP is nearby, expected at 46. Which currently is a no from me. might be here shortly. Okay, there might be a chance we stay for the next train, the IEP. 214. 113. Okay, we're staying. Okay, next the slightly delayed 1143 5 cubic 04 LNER service from Peterborough to Retford. New stock in service in just under a month. Is expected in about 4 minutes. I think not the camera in me hat. Okay, next train's at Newark. Not booked down for stop test there. After this we'll sign off because we've got 2 test closures to begin with and they were fairly about 5 minutes apiece. Gotta try and find a decent thumbnail yet. Most of mine are custom, so I use whatever's in the video and take that out. Which won't be the IEP, like unless it's a green one, that's been 5 minutes. There he is, he's just at Bartley now. That's a white retro one. M102 to Retford. See you next time. Norwell lane level crossing in Nottinghamshire on the East Coast Main Line. That's extremely smooth. The time now is 09:07 on Sunday the 29th of September 2019. This would be the 0901 LNER Azuma service from Leeds to London King's Cross. This should be a 10-car formation pair. It looks like we've won whatever this stupid bloody race is. Why does everything have to be a race? There's no need and it's stupid. We're only crossing on this specific branch now. I say branch, I mean part of the main line. Without new equipment in the past couple of years is Carlton-on-Trent. That's literally it. Thank you. We'll see you in the next video.